What I love about this Robert Ruck guitar is you could play it with the most gentle touch and get this beautiful hum out of the guitar and just be completely satisfied. But if you are brave enough to explore and push the guitar a little deeper, it unveils this completely different character. Where you really start to get that magic of this 300th Robert Ruck guitar. Hello and welcome to the Guitar Collection. In my hands today is a guitar made by the famous American luthier Robert Ruck. And this is a very special one. This is his 300th guitar. Now, 300 guitars is a huge milestone for any luthier. I mean, think how many instruments that is. Imagine them all in this room. Absolutely insane. But Robert Ruck actually built more than 1,000 guitars in his lifetime. But of course, you couldn't say that the newer ones are better as a blanket term. I mean, the most legendary perhaps is the number 58 that Manuel Barrueco played and recorded on so much. In fact, it's the name of an album, number 58, referring to that 1972 Robert Ruck guitar. So this is number 300, almost 250 guitars later, and a very special guitar at that. First, we'll cover some of the specs, and then we'll get more into the sound. So this number 300 of Robert Ruck sports a spruce top. Really is nicely aged. It's got some great color to it here. Of course, it's fan braced. It actually has 6 fan braces and then one diagonal brace that starts around here that's a little bit thicker. Add some stiffness to that area. It's in really pretty nice condition. There's little marks, nail marks, and Raschiato marks here that you have to look closely to see, as well as a couple of small repaired cracks, which were probably repaired by Robert Ruck way back in the day, that are stable, and you have to really lean in the light to see. Of course, you can see his beautiful rosette here with some really nice, kind of a bright red border to it here with little lines that you keep on noticing more detail as you look at it. Of course, when you see the label, you will see it says 1984. Of course, Robert Ruck, his signature, and number 300. Super cool. Now, the back of this guitar is a gorgeous set of old Brazilian rosewood. It's very dark in color, but my gosh, when you get it in the right light, it is really beautiful. Not something that's super flashy, but it's subtle elegance that is very stunning. When you see the side of the guitar, you can just see how straight grained this Brazilian rosewood is. It's something to marvel at. When it comes to the neck of this guitar, this one is 655 millimeters, so it's 5 millimeters longer than the standard scale length that we have today. And the nut width is 53.5, which is also a little bit wider. So maybe if you're looking for a guitar, we have a little bit more space and real estate in the left hand, this would be perfect for you. This guitar has also been refretted, which many guitars from the 80s desperately need. In fact, I've had several Rucks in the past that had really huge divots in them. So of course they had to be refretted and they sounded so much better afterwards. I think that adds to how great this guitar sounds. The frets are nice and new and nice and tall. They feel great. To talk for a moment about the shape of the neck, it's rather C-shaped, maybe a slight D to it. There's not really a flatness to the back of the neck. It feels very comfortable and the action is nice and low. When you look at the head of the guitar, you'll see a veneer of Brazilian rosewood that's just gorgeous. And the previous owner replaced the tuners with Sloanes, which are very smooth. In fact, I'm pretty impressed by these new Sloane tuners with snakewood buttons, which match the guitar very nicely. The guitar is strung up with XTC 45 D'Addario strings, which is the all nylon set. I just found that it had a really nice charm to this guitar. And since I like pushing it so much, I just thought the nylon worked well. You'll have to let me know if you agree. Okay, before I get into the sound of this guitar, please subscribe to this channel. I would love to hear what you think about this guitar. Let's go ahead and check it out. So let's do a little bit of a chord test. It's very colorful and very dynamic. You can achieve this purr sound so beautifully. This sound over the fingerboard, it's just so warm, so elegant. And you feel the guitar vibrating so much. I love that you can just get that velvety sound out of the basses. But those trebles you can so easily contrast with this glassy, bright sound. It makes a spectrum of sound just so huge. It's such a clear sound. And again, I just love how you can really push this guitar. It just lets you feel really rambunctious playing it, but at the same time, it doesn't make you do that. Like I said, you could just be playing. Oh, I guess I did it again, but you could play really gentle and just absolutely enjoy that without even pushing this guitar, and it would still be an excellent instrument. Let's see how it sounds in standard tuning. I'll try a little bit of Vals Venezolano number 2 by Antonio Lauro. What a sound out of this guitar. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. What an awesome chance to get to know such a legendary guitar. If you're interested in this guitar, please check it out at guitarcollection.com. You'll see a full album of photos and a description as well. You'll also see a place where you can search maybe previous Rucks I have or other Rucks that I've represented. You can watch those videos and compare this one to those. There's also a place on the website where you can enter in your email address to subscribe to be notified via email about new instruments before they become publicly available. Thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know what you think of this guitar in the comments. Would love to hear from you. And I'll play a couple more musical examples for you. Thanks so much for watching.